the awesome Mr. Adrian Dynamite Sloan.
Good morning, family. How's everybody? Good morning, Molly. How you doing?
I am awesome.
All right, good to hear from you. Good to hear from you guys, man. Put some fire in the chat, man. You guys are pumped up, excited, ready to go, man. We have another FinTech Tuesday here today. Man, I'm excited to be back on here, guys. Today's call, we're gonna have some training, man. Put someone in the chat, man. If you guys want to have some training this morning, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We want to get in a position where we can get more sales, man. If you want to get more sales, man, if you want to put more sales, put a 7 in the chat, man. If you want to have more sales, if you want to generate more customers, if you want to be able to grow your business to another level, put a 7 in the chat, man. If you want to have more sales, because what I'm going to give you guys today is going to be a formula, right? I'm going to give you an absolute strategy on how to get more sales. This is what this is about today. How can I get more customers, right? It's an IRS guideline that said, if your business is not making a profit, it's a hobby, right? Hello. And so, we don't believe in having hobbies, right? Trying to file taxes on hobbies, right? All businesses are designed to produce a revenue. And so we want to make sure that our business is producing revenue and that we actually have a taxable event. We actually have customer acquisition. We actually in a position where we are growing our revenue and growing our presence in the community. As I've always taught you guys, man, your income is a reflection of your impact. Your income is a reflection of your impact. What's your value to the marketplace? And when you look at, the millions of people that's across this country right now, when you look at the billions of dollars, the trillions of dollars that transpire in this country every single day, guys, the whole piece of it is get a fraction of the marketplace. That's it. So everything I'm going to give you today is going to be one of my 7-figure strategies on how to actually make impact and how to generate income for your family. So again, if you want to talk about how to generate more customers, man, put a 7 in the chat, man, because what I'm looking at today, right, we're going to do a drawing for everybody this week, right? Between now and next Tuesday's call, everybody who serves at least one customer, right? I'm gonna put your name in the drawing, and then we're gonna actually draw a name. I'm gonna look at all the transactions, and whoever makes transactions, I'm gonna put your name inside the pot, right? And then we're gonna give away 2 $100 cash prizes to your back office for you just making impact, right? Your income is a reflection of the value that you bring to the marketplace. I'm gonna give you guys one of my 7-figure strategies today on how I help companies and help clients be able to grow their business, right? So today's training is going to be called the art of prospecting, right? So get your pens out, man. Listen, get your pens out. One thing I love about training of it is that typically when a training happens, you'll never typically hear me always say the same thing twice. There's always some type of new revelation. There's always a new piece. There's always something custom that comes out of a training. So though some things may be familiar to you, it's always something that's customized for the audience at hand. And this is why you never want to miss trainings. You never want to miss an opportunity to be able to get information that can help your business, because it's a one-off, right? It's a one-off, right? It's going to be something that's going to come to you, that's going to hit you different, that's going to move you different, that's going to inspire you differently to do something different, to get something different, right? So we understand that, in order to get something different, you got to do some different things, right? So my goal today is to be able to inspire our group, to be inspired the leaders across the company, right? All 19 that's on this call right now and more coming in, is to be able to understand how to actually generate revenue into your business. My goal is to help you guys grow your check, right? And so that's what we're going with today. So today's training is going to be called the art of prospecting. All right, so if y'all ready, put ready in the chat. If you got your pens and your paper, you're ready to go. Listen, I'm gonna roll through this, guys. I'm gonna give you 30 minutes of just some just revelation training, right? It hit me right before I got on this call. So, I'm not going to do the presentation. We're not going to talk about tasks. I'm going to give these guys some training on how to get their checkup. So you might want to send this out to your teammates right now. Say, Coach Dynamite is about to train on the art of prospecting today. You might want to drop it off to your teams and let them know they want to be in a position to get this information fresh, hot off the press right now. So the art of prospecting, right? So what is prospecting? Let's talk about that. Let's go all the way back to the basics, to the simplicity of what are we talking about? Because you may hear that word and be like, I've heard it, but what really is it, right? The art of prospecting is just how to identify a potential client. That's all you're doing. You identifying a potential client, right? You have a product or a service, you have a potential person that may be interested in this product or their service. And so you want to be in a position where you can put the two together. That's it, right? Whether I'm at a restaurant and I see a person, they got some energy and I want to talk to them and I want to sow a seed into them to be able to get a contact, to exchange some information, to tell them about my product or service. While I'm at the barbershop, whether you at the hair salon, where you out shopping, right? You at a business network and a mixer, whatever it is, it's the opportunity to be able to give information to a potential client or a potential customer, right? This is the art of prospecting. So we understand there's 3 different types of prospecting. Let's go all the way back to the foundation so we don't miss anything of how this actually works, because customer acquisition is a fundamental principle of sales. It is everything that every company, every salesperson, every entrepreneur has to go through. We all go through the same process of getting a customer. So I don't want you to think about, okay, well, I'm not a salesperson. Yes, you are. Right? If you ever dated somebody, you sold yourself. You sold your personality, your talent, your interests. If you ever had a job, you sold your skill set, right? You sold your skill set, what you could do, your personality. You was good for the job. You're in that position. If you have children, you're selling yourself. You're selling your principles, your morals. You're in balance. What you want this child to do. We're always selling ourselves to get a person to be interested. Sales is the art of just conveying information to people, right, to get a similar interest where it's actual conversion, where you win over their mindset, right, where you get them to agree that this is valuable, they need it, it's supply and demand, right? You have something that they need. How do you put them together? They just call that defined as sales. And so when I hear people who kind of get like nervous, well, I'm not a salesperson, I don't like sales. You don't like the psychology of the word, but you actually do it every day. You've been selling your entire life. You follow me? Whether you want to constitute it as a financial transaction, that's just the sales psychology that's in your mind, that I'm not a car salesman, right? I'm not a door-to-door salesman. These are segmentations of sales, right? But the sales process is what I'm talking about right now. We're all in sales. We all prospect, right? We just don't have the same level of anxiety. Hello. In certain transactions as we do in other, because that's when personality kicks in. That's when skill set kicks in. This is where, you start developing where's your level of comfortability with sales, but we are all in sales. Somebody put true in the chat if they understand where we're going. This is a psychology. It's not that you don't like sales. You don't like the segment of sales when it comes to financial transactions. So if you could train your mind to understand that the art of sales is in everything that you're already doing, it's just not about a financial gain. It's the art of just communication. Hello. It's the art of showing a person a value to connect it to a need, and then it's a transaction that actually transpires. This happens in every single day of life. This is just how it goes, right? So I want you to put that in your mind. So let's go back to the 3 foundational pieces of prospecting. Guys, you ain't nothing new under the sun, right? We understand hot, warm, cold, okay? And I'm going to take you all the way through, all the way up to 2022, about to go into 2023, of how this foundational piece of prospecting is still the foundation of all this new terms of prospecting that we experienced in the marketplace today. Okay. All right. So let's get with it. All right. So you guys write this down. Number 1, hot market. What is hot market, Dynamite? Hot market is friends and family. Okay. The art of prospecting. This is our topic for today. The foundation of prospecting. Number 1 is hot market. Who's your friends and family? And this is when you get into network marketing companies and they say, okay, the coaches say, well, make a list, right? And they say, well, I don't know anybody. And they say, well, why do you got all these strangers in your phone if you don't know anybody? Then who's these people, right? Okay, this is my aunt, this is my cousin, this is a coworker. If you have a contact in your phone, right, typically that person is hot or warm. You don't have cold market people in your cell phone. Does that make sense? Either you met a person that's immediately in your family, or you contacted somebody that you met at a networking event or something of that nature. In your phone, you have hot or warm prospects. All of your contacts is going to fall under these 2 categories, right? Now, so what happens is in a hot market, friends, family, right? Auntie, cousin, brothers. These are hot market prospect people that you already got some level of data about and you already have a level of credibility about, right? So these people you can actually call and say, listen, I just got started with a new company, or guys, I got a great product or service that I'm super excited about. I want to share it with you. You can tend to be a little bit more expressive, if you will, in that market. So write this down. Hot market, you can be more expressive. You don't have to say all the right things. You don't have to be the expert. And this is why typically they say reach out to the people that you know first, because you can mess up the whole thing and still get a customer. Because it's all about your energy, right? Right. Currency equals currency. Write that down. And currency is energy. Currency is financial, it's transaction. So your level of energy typically is going to transmit to some level of financial gain, right? If you can keep your frequency high enough. What I see with most people, they're not excited enough. They're not enthusiastic enough. They're not energetic enough. And so your vibration is so low that no one's taking you serious, right? If you're excited, you can hear the excitement in my voice as I'm doing this training because I enjoy the art of training, right? I'm enthused with the art of expression. I'm enthused with the art of helping people go to the next level. So your level of enthuse has to be about what you're discussing and what you're talking about. Hot market, you can be extra expressive and you don't have to say all the right things. You just lead them in the right direction. Does that make sense? So whether it's a PS3, whether it's a video, a scissor video, whether it's a website, whatever it is, your energy is going to direct them somewhere that's going to put them in a direction of making a transaction. Warm market, let's keep going. Warm market is third party, a friend of a friend. So if I'm talking to Ms. Gonzalez and she's my auntie, listen, I'm excited about this new opportunity. I'm helping so many people, get better credit. I'm helping so many people get so much more business funded. Who do you know, auntie, that I actually can share this information with? She gonna say, you know what? One of my coworkers was just talking about, they want to buy a house, so they want to get their personal credit together. And you know what? She was saying her husband actually has a construction business and he actually need to build his business credit up. So you know what, Adriel, let me give you their numbers so you can give them a call, right, to be able to share the information with them. Auntie, I really, really appreciate that. Now, this is the sales. This is where the skill set come in. Hey, auntie, if you could do me a favor, could you just give them a call, or shoot them a text message, and hey, my nephew's going to be giving you a call. They share some information with you guys about how to, work on your credit and help your husband with the business credit. Just accept the call for me as a personal favor. What does that do? It takes auntie's credibility and shift it to you. Right? Because they don't know you, but in a warm market situation, you need a credibility shift, right? You have to have a credibility shift. So when they see your call, I'm gonna call them and say, let's say her name is Miss Anderson. Hey, Miss Anderson, how you doing? This is Adrian Sloan. I'm Miss Tandy Gonzalez's nephew. My auntie, she called you, right? So y'all work together. I'm shifting it back. You follow me? I'm going to introduce myself with the psyche of she's expecting my phone call. Hey, how you doing, Adrian? Yeah, Miss Tanner, she told me she's going to give me a call. Great. I appreciate it. Hey, I really take it. I appreciate the opportunity. You guys give me a moment to talk to you. As my auntie said, man, my company, we help people with personal credit, business credit. I'm so excited. I heard about you guys actually about to buy a new home. I just want to set up an opportunity to be able to show you, whether on Zoom or in person, exactly what our company doing, how we can service you. Okay. What's a great time for you? Is it today or tomorrow? Morning or evening works best. See, now you're inside, you in your pocket, right? It's like you dropping back as a quarterback. You got a 3-step drop and you in the pocket. And the defenses, you got your protection around you and you got enough time to get that ball go, right? You got enough time to drop back, get settled before you let it go. Introduce yourself, shift credibility. Man, you're going to ask a question, right? What's the best day for you, today or tomorrow? It's always a sense of urgency, right? See, the urgency of a transaction, it makes it move. You move it along and the person will tell you if it needs to be something different. A lot of people are not good at closing deals because they too laid back. You follow? Let the person tell you if that doesn't work, but never assume it doesn't work. The key of closing great transactions is always speed and energy. Key, speed, energy. So the deal, hey, it's today or tomorrow works for you, better for you, or in the morning or the evening. Well, Adrian, today doesn't work. We actually got to work today. I appreciate your call. Tomorrow my husband will be working. So let me see, what's today? That's Wednesday. How's Thursday or Friday? Do you have availability? See, they gonna shift it. Today, tomorrow didn't work, but guess what they did? They still made an option. Thursday or Friday works for us. Okay, that's perfect. No problem. Look at my schedule. I think I can work that out. Would morning or evening be better for you? Morning, evening. Okay, great. What's the best time for you? Open-ended, because whatever they say is still a yes. I just need to know date, time. date, time. Okay, great, perfect. So we like to do this on Zoom, or would you guys like to meet in person? Like we stay in the same city. We'd love to meet you in person, but if you guys are busy, we could do it on Zoom. That'll be fine. Set up your method of how you're going to expose it, right? Whether it's going to be a Zoom presentation, whether it's going to be a live presentation, set up the process. Drop 3-step drop back, set up, be calm. This is no time for you to be over anxious, over excited. The client has already accepted your proposal that they want to meet with you. See, this is where posture comes in play. I see too many people who actually want to go through the art of prospecting or closing a client, but their posture is off. See, this could be your first client, but it can't feel like your first client. You know what I'm saying? This could be your first opportunity to be able to make this deal go right, but you can't get over ecstatic. Well, you understand. When I used to play quarterback, the biggest thing of it is when we would drop back in the pocket, is to take a deep breath. You already alert knowing you got to throw the ball because you already been trained to be able to do it. But when you drop back and pop in the pocket, it's a calmness that comes over you because you got to be tight for the release. If you see a person throw a duck ball with a ball spin this way versus a spiral, it's because they was out of control. You follow me? You always want to stay in control of the conversation. You want to stay in control of the direction that you're going. So when you drop back and they gave you that Tuesday, Thursday, they select the time. You say, okay, great. That's perfect. Definitely look forward to seeing you guys. If anything changes, I'll let you know. But as of right now, that sounds great and amazing. I look forward to be able to share this information with you. And we'll go forward from there, right? And say, listen, by the way, the only thing that I ask, see this, write this down. This is the only thing I ask. Whether I'll be able to help you guys or not, my business is based on referral, just like it was when my auntie actually referred me to you, right? If you could do me a favor and just allow me to be able to just spread this information with anybody else. I just want to service as many people as I possibly can and just get the information out there because I understand the importance of this information. Is that fair enough, right? So whether we do business or not, can you at least get in your mind to be able to just think of some other folk that you feel like I could share this with? What does that do, guys? Write that down. That's a key nugget. Because what happens of it is they already got in their mind that I don't have to worry about buying anything. See, people don't, they want to buy, but they don't want to be sold. So when I set this up on the phone, before I even go through my presentation, the sales anxiety is down. It's down off of them and it's down off of you. So what do? You just expose the information. Now they're in a better thought plane. So typically they're going to move forward with the transaction anyway, because they're comfortable. You had no salesy conversation. You wasn't being overbearing. You gave it to them and you took it away. You gave them the right to make a good business decision without being over influenced or anything of that nature. People like to be in control of their transaction. So in your conversation, it has been my experience. It's been best to set it up when I'm setting my appointment to be able to let them know where I stand. But what I need is I need the referral. So that leads me through the referral process, because remember this, write this down. Behind every sale is a sale. Behind every close is another close. So I got to set up not only my first close, but I'm really closing for my second close. Does that make sense? See, this is how you keep that fish keep coming in. Like, I'm going to get that one, throw it in the bucket, but I know I'm in a school of fish. So I know when I drop this one, it's more fish right there. So I ain't going to act like I dropped my hook. And in the ocean, it was one fish in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? It was only one fish that was sitting there, and I just happened to be lucky, and I caught one fish. No, a wise fisherman understands that it's a pool of fish that I caught when I caught that first one. I got to throw that one back with the expectation that's another one. See, write that down. You expect it's another one. I'm going to catch the first one, and I expect the second one. See, that's the key, right? You're going to manifest what you want to happen, but it's your skill set to set it up so that it happens, right? Don't get overexcited about the first close. Understand it's the next one. Even before the close, you already in a position. The third market, right? So that's warm. That's how you go through that process. The third market is going to be your cold market. That's 100% a stranger. And that's why I say when you go through your phone, everybody in your phone is either hot or cold. You know, they're either hot or hot or warm. There's no cold market people in your phone. You don't put strangers in your cell phone, right? And so that's why they say that the cold market piece of business is the lowest transaction rate, is the lowest conversion ratio, because it takes more touches to build up the credibility, right? So you never, and that's when if I'm out and about, if I'm prospecting, if I give out my business card or something like that, or somebody at a restaurant, that's cold market. Now it's going to be based on you being personable and building up that interest. Because again, I identify the customer. So people buy from who they like. You follow me? So you got to be likable, right? You have to be collected. You have to be well postured to be able to get that client credibility up, because Auntie Tanny's not calling, nor is Miss Anderson referral. It's just me on my own, right? My ability to be able to turn a stranger into a friend. If you never read the book, I recommend it, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I highly recommend it. Right. One of the keys of this business to be good at prospecting, to be able to build a clientele, you have to understand the psychology of people. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Somebody put that in the chat. A must read for an entrepreneur if you're going to understand how to convert and build a huge block of business. Right. So cold. So we're going to get to cold market a little bit deeper, but that's a stranger. All right, let's keep moving. The next thing I want you guys to do is use technique. So that was all one segment, right? I gave you the definition of what is prospecting. Second piece, I explained the three types of markets: hot, warm, and cold. You follow me? Let's go to the third piece, right? How to use technology. See, guys, this is a big deal. See, I gave you the foundation of prospecting so you understand ain't nothing new under the sun. You follow me? This component. Now, what I'm about to take you into is the 2022 version, right, of how people's been able to use these same skill sets, but they're tapping into more so the warm market and the cold market perspectives of the whole industry, right? So when you use technology, write this down. Number one, you need to learn how to do a social media, a SMS campaign, a text message campaign. Number one, right? Number two, and I'm gonna go back into details, but I want to give you all three. Number one, understand a social media a text message campaign, an SMS, a text message campaign, because the click-through ratio for text messages is 80 to 90%. The open rate, a person is more likely to open up a text message coming to you, right, in a marketing campaign than they are an email. So the first thing of this generation is these sales phones. You need to understand. You need to Google a company and be able to get a SMS text messaging group of a piece of this is going to be a marketing cost for you, right? This is you investing into your business. So what I'm giving you is a 7-figure strategy on how to set up your business to get more prospects. All right, so put some fire in the chat, because that's what I'm giving you. I'm giving you a high level strategy right now of how do you convert customers. You have to put together what I'm telling you. If you want to automate, now if you just want to do it here and there, this may not be for you. I'm talking about people who want to automate their income. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about high frequency people who want to actually generate customers on a regular basis. It's a way to do this. It just don't you show up on the presentation, or you just got a business card, or you just in a company. It don't work like that. Not from a 7-figure situation. You don't make 7 figures on accident. You know what I'm saying? It happens because it's very, very intentional. Write this down. You make 7 figures intentionally, right? It's intentional. It's not an accident, which means you have to have a strategy. You have to have a direction. You have to understand, what are you doing and where are you going? I'm about to give you a roadmap. I'm giving you a blueprint and a roadmap on purpose, intentionally. How do I convert customers on a regular basis, where it's no longer about me, but it's for me? Hello. See, we got to understand that. Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I don't know how to do that. It ain't about you. It's for you. It's a difference. Number one, SMS campaign. Number two, an email campaign, right? Even though the click-through ratio is lower, it takes 7 to 10 times for a person to see a unannounced email before they even open the email, but it's still effective, right? So you want to have an email campaign, right? And then you want to have a sales funnel. Why do you need a sales funnel? Because I call it the Grant Cardone syndrome. Grant Cardone is probably the best in the marketing industry in our generation. He will sales funnel you and upsell you to death. I got so many emails from Grant Cardone. It is amazing. And I love it because I know what he's doing. When you got a sales funnel, you are in a situation when a person clicks the first thing, a low-hanging fruit, a free offer, it upsells them to another offer that's a little bit more expensive, right? Then it upsell you to death all the way to the ceiling, right? But it takes a person through a process. This is what I learned. If you ever went to any type of ceremony, whether it been a wedding, whether it been a funeral, whether it been religious services, it's called the order of service. The military is the order of service. It's the psychology of us, of human beings. We like to be in processes, something controlled, something that's moving in a direction that we actually can understand where are we going. You have to understand this. If you're going to automate your business, you have to get good at not only getting a person's attention, but taking them on the journey all the way through the sales experience. Write this down. A sales funnels create a sales experience. right? It creates a experience, a customer experience is what people want. They want to go on a customer journey. They don't want to just buy. They want to be on a customer experience, because we live in a society that people like to see visuals, right? They look at visuals. I was watching a video the other day, and it said back, 100 years ago, people, they on their neck had a curve on the back of it, because people used to have their necks down to read. Right, we was reading books, which means we was trained how to think in that society. Right, 100 years ago, people read books and they was trained how to think. Right, we was taught how to, we was taught how to process thoughts, because we was internalizing information directly, and our brains actually started to create the thought processes in the images in our mind. In 2022, people just accept what they saw. Hello, it's a big difference. People just accept what they see. When they scroll on TikTok, oh, look at there. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, there's a lot of people having fun right there. Let me click that to be able to see what they're doing, right? It looks like it works because other people are doing it. That's what testimonials come into play, right? Oh, they scroll. Oh, man, let me click that because this looks like it's awesome. Let me look at the reviews. People don't even research. They just buy. They look at reviews, they Google, right? If it feels good, we live in a very impulsive society. So when people's hands are down now, where their neck is down, they're actually just looking at their phone. Walk around a restaurant sometime. Walk around you at the barbershop. Walk around, you could be at a festival and watch how many people got their phone in their hand. Pay attention. See, the art of prospecting is understanding what is the sales process? How can I get a customer? So you got to understand the 2022 style of thinking of customers. The consumer mindset is in their hand. So you have to, if you want your business to become a 7-figure business, you have to be in a position where where you are in, where their range of motion is. Does that make sense? See, everybody ain't gonna pick up a phone call just for the PS3, right? They may be at the festival, right, and decline the call, but they might see your ad come through their social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and click your ad. Still got a customer conversion. So let's go back. So SMS campaign, Google a company can do that for you, because there's a lot of different rates and stuff like that that come with it, but you need to have one, right? An email campaign. NowSite has that, right? The sales engine that we have, and it's actually a new update that's about to come out with NowSite, and this is about to be in you guys' back office that you're going to have some PV attached to it, because I need you guys to understand how to use this search engine. This is for your customer conversion. Right? It's going to be some PV attached to it to help you in your comp plan. But the bigger than that, your team needs to get on a platform like NowSite, ClickFunnels. I don't care what you use. It doesn't matter to me. Use something to get your business automated. We just happen to give you a resource, but you don't have to use it. Use something that just goes in alignment with the strategy that Coach Dynamite is giving you right now. See, the goal in your mind of it is, I want a 7-figure business. Do not think about 6-figure businesses. Those are baby business to me. A 6-figure business is a baby business. I want a 7-figure business. I want a grown folk business. I want a grown folk business. I need a business that's automated. If I can't say, if for me personally, as a consultant, as a strategist, as a financial expert that I am, as the entrepreneur that I am, I will not even start a business if I don't feel like I could do 7 figures with the business. If I don't feel like that business can go to 7 figures, it ain't a business to me. It's just something cute to do. I only think about 7-figure ways to be able to process a business, because this is the thing. It's so easy in our society to build a 7-figure business. Why would you even think about a 6-figure business? You know what I'm saying? You can have 6-figure days. You can have 6-figure weeks, but not a 6-figure year. Not a year. That's too long. I need a 7-figure business that's automated. This is how you do it. Social media, find it. SMS, find it. Email campaign, find it. Sales funnels, build it, right? Because you got to take people through a customer experience, right? That's the third piece. Let's keep moving. Number 4, right? You got to create a team. But Dynamite, all that sounds great. All that sounds amazing, Dynamite, but that's not my skill set. I don't know how to do marketing. I don't know how to do that. See, it's so amazing to me. Sometimes as entrepreneurs, we say we want to build a big business, but we talk about what we can't do. We talk about what our skill set is not. Oh, such and such is so much better than that than I am. Oh my God. It doesn't matter. Like I tell my students, when I tell my athletes, when I coach them, your purpose to this team is the only focus on what you do well. What's your value that you bring? What do you do right? And I want everybody to think about this on this call, right? What do you do well?
See, don't highlight what you don't do well, because the way the universe works, your energy is going to go to your insecurity. Hello. So you don't want that. You want your energy to go to what you are efficient in. You see what I'm saying? And so what do you do well? So when you're building your business, you may understand and identify what you don't do well. And we about to fix that here in a second. But focus on what do you do well, and you actually grow faster, and you'll feel better about your experience or growth. Put make sense in the chat that makes sense to you. So number 4, right? We have to create a team. Now write this down. It's 4 different people who you have to have on your team to be able to automate this 7-figure strategy I'm giving you right now. Number 1, you have to have a VA. You need a virtual assistant, right? I'm going to go back through this in a second. Number 2, you need a graphic designer, right? You got to have somebody who creates your graphics. Number 3, you need a funnel creator. You need a person who can create that sales experience for you, right? And number 4, you need a social media manager, okay? These are the 4 people you got to have on your all-star team. And guess what? The 5th person is you, because you're the visionary, right? So if you got 5 people on the court, right, just like basketball, right? You got a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. You got 5 people that's going to play this game. And guess what? Everybody can focus on what do they do well. See, what do you do well? You had division. You took this 7-figure strategy that Dynamite just gave you, and you came to the table with a blueprint of what you needed to look like. So your job is now, as the point guard and the head coach of this team, your job is to give them this vision of what you want this to look like. Their job is to execute what they're good at. Does that make sense? And so you need a virtual assistant. Why? Because you need a person to handle your client follow-ups. Hello. Now that takes away that excuse of everybody that's thinking, I don't have time. I'm busy. Busy doing what? Are you busy getting ahead or busy staying the same? Hello. Are you busy getting ahead or busy staying the same? Because there's 2 different types of busy. So I don't want you to even think about being busy. I want you to think about being efficient. Big difference. Everyone needs to have a level of efficiency. If you're actually going to be in a position to be able to go to the next level, you need to be efficient, not busy. It's a difference. And so what do you look at? A virtual assistant is going to handle all your client follow-ups. See, when your clients come in from the sales funnel, right, we're going to get to that on the back end, but what are their job? Their job is to make sure your client is good, your schedule is good to go, your calendar is set up. If you got to talk to the client, set up a virtual appointment, set up a meeting with the client. See, that's going to be taken care of. Again, what is our job? We're talking about the art of prospecting. Now we talk about when I get these prospects, how do I acquire them and how do I manage them? Because a lot of people can get customers or even get affiliates in their business, but they can't manage them well. Big difference. See, if you put all this stuff in a bucket, but you got a hole in your bucket, what happens? Oh, I'm good at collecting clients. Oh, I can close, but you can't process it. I done seen it so many times. People will say all the right things, and then once they get the client, they don't know how to process the client all the way through and make a good customer experience to be able, they can get the prospect, they get the prospect, but they can't get the prospect to go all the way through the customer experience. Then they don't get the close, or even after they get the close, they don't get the referrals because it wasn't a smooth transaction, which means you got a one-off. Right? Your goal is to have a good prospecting system, get a prospect, have a great customer experience, take them through a great customer experience, have a great follow-up experience, so that this client is a satisfied customer of yours who gives you referrals. And what happens? We going back to hot and warm market. Put make sense in the chat, guys, if this makes sense to you. Guys, this is high level. This is how you do it. This is how you take your business from good to great. This is how you go from being flatline to good, from good to great to amazing. It's just how well can you stay consistent. So your virtual assistant is going to handle your client follow. But Dynamite, where do I find a virtual assistant? Go to Upwork. Go to Upwork, right? Google it, Upwork. Go online right now. You can find a virtual assistant from $3 to $6 an hour. You may need them for 10 to 15 hours a week to process your business. This is not a high level business expense, guys. You know what I'm saying? You're going to pay $3 to $5 on Upwork, right, to find somebody who can actually help you with your business and process your client stuff. Have an opportunity. You the head coach. When you hire them, look at 3 to 4 of them. Find out who's good at whatever they need to be doing for your business. Set up the spreadsheets. Tell them what the process is going to be in. You have to be a good point guard and a good head coach right now. Tell them exactly what you need them to be doing so what they understand how to execute. Then what do? You inspect what you expect, right? And when you're paying them out, you making sure you actually having a great customer experience. That's all you need from your virtual assistant. I just gave you some free game, right? A graphic designer. You can go to Fiverr. For your graphic designer, you need a person that can make great images. You may have to go through a couple of different designs to find out who make the images that you like. Some people make good still images. Some people make good action images. You know what I'm saying? Find out, who makes the images, because when you get to your social media manager, the person who makes the graphic images has to send them over to you, create a Google file or a Google folder where these 3-4 people in this team could upload images to one neutralized location. So when they actually extracting the files for you to put on your platform, they all working off the same database. Does that make sense? But make sense in the chat. Guys, I'm giving it to you all the way live, man. Put some fire in the chat, guys. If you're taking something away from this, I'm excited about this. This is what I love to do. I absolutely love to train on how to go to the next level, but I absolutely adore the execution of it because it's beautiful. I'm telling you, it works like a charm. See, it's just knowing what to do. You follow me? It's just knowing what to do. See, you got that graphic designer that's going to make some still images, some action images. So when you give it to your social media manager, they're going to work on your algorithm. You don't have to be the expert. Let the people who's good do what they're good at. The social media manager is now going to say, hey, listen, we need still images. We need videography because people look at the impressions from the eyes on the screen on actually a person watching a video is longer. So we're going to have a person to scroll. They're going to see something moving. They'll stop longer. They'll look longer. And the more eyes we have on your image, again, remember, people got their head down. So when people got their head down and they see your video, they click it. What happens now? They fall inside your sales funnel. Where are they going? Through your customer experience. So you got the funnel creator. So the virtual assistant is going to manage it. The graphic designer is going to make the images. The social media manager is going to take the graphic images and put them and give it to the funnel creator. You can find all 3 of those on Fiverr: graphic designer, a funnel creator, and a social media manager. You can find them on Upwork all day long and hire these people to be a part of your team. Now, if it took you $1,000, $500 a month, right, to be able to build this team, to run this process, to take your business to 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 a month, would it be worth it? Would it be worth it? If you started with $500 to build out your team, or people who can automate your business, 1-2 clients pay for your whole team, right, for the month. See, I look at good investments, right? To me, that's a great investment because I understand as good as no matter how good any of us on this call, can't none of us go from good to great by ourselves. Put I agree in the chat. So you can have a great idea, but you got to have a team. You follow me? You can paint the vision, but you got to have a team. You know what I'm saying? You could be a great executor, but you got to have a team. See, at the end of the day, ain't nobody won a championship by themselves in basketball or football, right? And that's when I loved watching the movie, was that we had the quarterback with Willie Beeman, right? And I was telling Tanny this about the other day, right? And Willie Beeman thought he was a star quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He dropped down. He was getting a little bit of attention. Now he getting ahead of himself, right? But there's 11 men on the field. So he in the pictures, he getting all the media, getting all the hype, right? And now he getting all this hype because he felt like he the star quarterback. And all of a sudden his team start looking at him funny because they knew they was the ones blocking for him when he do the 3-stop drop before he let the ball go. You got a nose guard, you got a tackle, you got a center, you got a tight end that's blocking, you got 3 receivers running slot that's running out, you got a running back in the background that in the backfield that's blocking for you too. See, Willie Beeman forgot it was 10 other men on the field with him. Just because he had the ball in his hand, which means he had control of the situation, they was controlling the environment. Hello. That he was in to be able to throw the ball for the receiver to catch it, for the receiver to score the touchdown. See, we can never get in the mindset that just because you got the ball in your hand or just because you the head coach, you got some control over the situation, that the other 10 people on the field ain't important. Because everybody on your team helps you win. You help them win, they help you win. So this team that you're going to create is going to build your whole business out. And everybody's good at something. Don't have the Willie Beeman syndrome and feel like because you the visionary, you the most important. No, you may have the biggest mouth, but you ain't the most important. The visionary is important, but the nose guard, the tackle, everybody, the virtual assistant, the graphic designer, the funnel creator, the social media manager, they all are important because what happens at the end, they all create one customer experience. See, that's why I love working in teams. And we understand the oneness that comes out when we put all the skill set together. This is how you grow a customer base to a large level because now you can automate it. So what used to be, going back to stage number 1, the cold market, what used to be one of the lowest forms of acquisition of a customer in our old way of prospecting, the 2022 version of it is probably one of your best ones now because you can see more people, right? It's the law of large numbers. We've been knowing that all day, right? If I could have my on my Instagram, my Facebook, my TikTok, my Twitter, if I can have all these things connected to my platform, and there's a billion people out here in the world, and I got my stuff going out everywhere, I'm going to convert more customers than going through my cell phone all day long. Somebody put true in the chat, right? Can you guys agree with that? If my content is going out to millions of people, if millions of people can see my content right now, right? Is that more than the 500 contacts I got on my cell phone? It's a law of large numbers. Does that mean I have to be so good at marketing? I have to be so smart of how to get a customer? Does that mean that? Absolutely not. It just means I knew where to go get the information, and I knew what to tell the people, and the people knew what to do, and I trusted the process. This is how you build a 7-figure business. You don't have to be smart, the smartest person in the room. You just got to be smart enough to build the right team. Somebody put true in the chat. So that's how you create the team. And this is how you create a 7-figure automated business where your income starts coming in, guys. And all you take is the content and put it out there, right? Now, the last thing, and this is it, right? I told you guys are going to be in and out of here, 30, 40 minutes, man. I hope you guys are benefiting from this, man. I'm excited about this right now. Man, listen, we got this contest going, man. Listen, listen, everybody who makes a fintech transaction, right, over the next 7 days, listen, your name is going to the drawing part. Listen, we're going to put $100 in that back office, right, for the top 2. I said 2, we're going to do the top 3, right? For the top 3 people that make a transaction, we're going to put everybody's name in there, right? We're going to draw 3 names, right? And whoever the 3 names of it is, listen, we're going to put $100 in your back office. So let's get to it, guys. The last thing, right, is stay visible. You got to stay visible, right? It's called omnipresence, right? You got to be everywhere. What I mean by everywhere, and all the major platforms. See, TikTok is doing way better than Facebook, so you should have something on TikTok, right? You know what I'm saying? Instagram doing better than Facebook, right? From short videos, you should be on Instagram. You got to stay visual, right? Automation is going to keep you always seen. Remember, write this down. It's not about you, it's for you. Right? So people say, I'm a private person. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be here. Who asked you to? You know how many people are millionaires and billionaires in this country, and people never see them on Instagram, never see them on Facebook, never see them on TikTok, but they were smart enough to sit down for a second. See, guys, it's so much beauty in stillness. It's so much beauty in sitting still and being quiet and creating, right? Because you get an opportunity to create the vision and draw it out and make it plain and execute it in such a way that the end result is beautiful. You don't have to be seen to create something that's beautiful. You don't need the attention. You need to pay attention. Hello. You don't need the attention. You need to pay attention to how to build your business and what makes your business work. Get creative in your place and make it pop. Guys, it's not about you. It's just for you. So stay visual, understanding you want your business to be seen, and get excited about more people that see your business, and then get excited about the less people who see you. I think it's good for the ego. They see your business more, they see you less. You pop out on your social media every now and again, but build your business, right? That's what it's for. Number 2 is consistency. See, when you automate it, a person's going to create a content schedule and a posting schedule. You want to make sure your content is getting posted through your social media manager at the key times. Now, somebody put in the chat for me right now, what times do people get up and look at their social media? Just put a couple of times in the chat. What time do when a person get up, go to lunch, dinner, whatever, what is our basic psychology of when we actually pick up our phone on most basis and actually look at it, right? Somebody says 7 o'clock, right? Who else? What time do we actually go to? So first thing, right? First thing in the morning, soon they get up. When I wake up. That's 3 people said when I wake up already. Anybody else? What are the times that people actually get up and they look at this stuff, right? Everybody's right. They spot on. When they wake up in the morning between 6 and 8 a.m. is a window, right? That is high impressions on your social media. The other window is at people lunchtime, right? Between 10 and 12, right? The other impression, like what happens there? People at lunch, they look at their phone, right? Remember, them heads are down. So you want to be where their eyesight is. You want to be in a psychology plane. Where's the third plane, right? When they get off of work, right? 3 to 5, right? What's the other thought plane when they get home, right? Get the kids settled, 7 to 9 before they go to bed. So you got 3, 4, 5 key time frames of which you want your content to be posted, and you want 1 or 2 posts to be automated for your business to be seen every day. You can set up a content schedule. Write this down through Buffer, Buffer. You can set up a Buffer account. Your social media manager can take this information. They can plug your graphic designs in there. They can make your posting schedule, and they can post what content they want to have out for 30 days. Hello. See, guys, it's about being efficient and effective. It's not about being too busy. It's being efficient. I'm busy. Are you efficient? It's a difference. I don't want to be busy. I want to be efficient. Because now what happens is I can spend the rest of my time do whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because my business is already taken care of. See, my mother always told me, son, take care of your business first. That was always a rule of thumb. My father always say, son, take care of your business. It's been trained in me to take care of the obligations before you go have fun. Since a kid. So I try to teach my kids the same thing. Hey, you do your homework, you good? All right, then you can go to the game, right? Take care of your business. Guys, do the same thing with your business. Get a buffer account, have your automated person, have them set it up, set up your business for 30 days. Your posting will be automated. Take care of your business. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your business, right? So that's going to give you the consistency, right? The last thing, guys, to stay visible is testimonials. We have a relationship with a company called So Tell Us, right? That we're going to make available to you guys. Actually, it's called So Tell Us. And what happens over there is a person can actually have a testimonial, right? You can send a link to their phone and they can give a testimony. It'll come back to your social platform. And what does that give you? Something called social proof. Write it down. Social proof is true currency. You need currency to be able to get people involved in what you got going on. They need to be able to see the social proof that somebody else is benefiting. Just like a bank or a financial institution, no one wants to be the first person to be, to be your client. So they like to see that you actually work with some other people and what was the experience, right? So if they get a positive review, again, when they looking at their phone, right, they'll actually, okay, this is pretty good. Let me try this out. A couple people tried. They would say, oh man, what can happen? It may work, may not work. But guess what? They become a customer because they seen other people do it. Now, only thing is how long they stay with you as a customer, right, is your customer experience. Somebody put that in the chat. Guys, you done heard me say this so many times. It's all about the customer experience. One part is how you acquire a customer, a prospect, right? And the other part is how do you get them to convert over going through your sales funnel is the customer experience. Then after they become a customer, right, what is your job to be able to have a good follow-up in and your customer, your customer service on the back end? Now that they are a customer, they need good service. And after the good service come the referrals, guys. So you need testimonies, guys, to keep your business actually present. Omnipresent, guys. 7-figure strategy from your boy Dynamite Sloan. I just want to give you some stuff to get some customers. So put some fire in the chat, guys. You feel like that's something that you can use for the day. I got up this morning, and when I looked at doing this training, my spirit gave me this for you guys, the art of prospecting, to be able to be in a position to be able to get some customers, right? We're in the business of doing business, but we can't take that lightly that everyone knows how to do business. So what I wanted to do is to be able to give you a couple of tips, give you some, just some fire information, something simple, right? Something tangible, and giving you the actual resources of what to do, not just telling you what to do, but I actually gave you some places to go to be able to create the team that you need to bring this to life. So you actually can get the raw result of this, or what this could be in your business. The key to this stuff is going to be execution and consistency. You have to be consistent with anything when you're trying to build your business, right? You have to be consistent. You have to coddle this for a little bit to be able to get this bad boy to develop, right? So, you have to, I breed. If a puppy is born, I gotta 6 weeks, 8 weeks, I gotta coddle that puppy because it's beautiful, but I can't throw it outside. I can't leave it on its own. I gotta coddle it. When your customers are the same way, when you get this business, you start building this business, coddle it. It's going to start making money. Guess what? Coddle it, right? It's going to start being productive. People are going to talk about it. Guess what? You coddle it. You stay humble through the whole process because you want this deal to get healthy and strong. Guys, don't celebrate too early. When the money start coming in, the reviews are looking good, the testimonies looking amazing. Like, oh my God, someone said it was gonna work. It's actually working. I'm making more money than I ever made before. Oh my God, it's going way better than I ever thought it was gonna go. I never thought in a million years I would have a business that became a 5-figure business, then a 6-figure business. And oh my God, I got a 7-figure business. Guys, coddle it. Stay right there. Because guess what? It's new levels, it's new information at every level, right? So if you ain't never had a 5-figure business, guess what? You want to stay humble because now you need to learn how to manage a 5-figure business. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn that. That's a skill. If you never had it, don't act like you know now. Just say, man, I got to learn. It's going amazing. Gang, this is so good, right? But stay humble right there and learn how to manage a 5-figure business, right? They go to a 6-figure business. Guess what, guys? Oh my God, this is amazing. It's working. Hey, someone said it was going to work. It's actually working. Hey, look at this. Look at this. It's working. Stay humble. Coddle it. Let that bad boy grow until it become a multiple 6-figure business and a multiple 7-figure business. And guys, when you get to that point where that deal become a strong 6-figure business and you actually got it under control, you can start letting it go. And guess what you're going to do? Delegate it to somebody else to manage. See, this is a key. This is how you keep a business going. Once you build it and you cultivate it, you get it to a place that you understand it. See, you're no longer triggered by your emotions or what the business makes you feel, even the ups and downs. You understand the ups, you understand why you're down because you process both sides. You process both sides, and this makes you a great leader. It makes you a great coach. It makes you a great point guard out of your starting 5 team. You understand it. Your business IQ, write that down. Your business IQ will get in alignment with your emotions. You'll make better decisions. So when you build this brand, you're going to pass it to someone. And then you're going to help manage the manager because you understand how to manage the business. You got to build it. You have to be in it, build it. Then you have to learn it. Then you have to understand it. And after you understand it, then you can teach it. See, it's levels of business IQ, guys. And I want you guys to be in a position like, please, man, please, sir, understand the wisdom of business IQ. So I want to teach you how to get a prospect. I want to teach you how to get a customer. I'm going to teach you how to have a great customer, customer experience, right? But then I got to teach you how to be good with you. That as you're developing in this space, never get too anxious for anything. Understand what's going on. So if you stay focused and pay attention, not to get attention, I need you to pay attention to your business. So you understand the levels of growth that you're going through as a leader. As your business is growing, so are you. So I need you to pay attention to your plus and minus. So many times, guys, I got to look at myself and say, Sloan, you gotta work on that. It's a new level, bro. Like you got to get comfortable. I'll call a coach. I'll call a mentor. Listen, I need you to help me like understand this. This is a new level for me. You know what I'm saying? I need to learn how to mind this part of my business. One of Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, one of my favorite chapters in it was Mind Your Own Business. It's my favorite chapter. I read that book from cover to cover when I was 18 years old. I told my brother to read it about 2 years ago. He said it changed his life. But it was the first business book that I read from cover to cover. And one of the key things of it was mind your own business. When he went to Xerox and be able to learn to understand how to work inside of that business and actually understand what it looks like, he learned how to mind his own business, learn how to pay attention to your business. So it's always going to be a lot of buzz going on with other people's businesses. It's all going to be a lot of, flashy and distraction things going around. It's going to be a lot of noise, right, that's going on around you in the business world. But one thing you better master, if you're going to be a 6-figure, a 7-figure owner and running a corporation that's going to be a legacy built business that you're going to be able to pass down to your children's children, you better learn how to master business IQ and learn how to mind your business. Somebody put make sense in the chat. That makes sense. See, I just can't give you how to get a customer. I can't give you just how to just make the money, guys. I got to give it to you to make sure you work on you too. Because as you work on you, you're going to be able to keep that stuff going. Because you don't want your business IQ to get out of whack and you mess up everything you build. Does that make sense? You want to build it, understand it, and then keep it. It's your boy, Agent Dynamite, son of living legend, guys. I hope that helps you out, man. Y'all know my saying, man. We got to pay the price up front and full with no discount, guys. Listen, I gave you some 7-figure stuff from my heart to be able to take your business to the next level, guys. So I'm going to take 2 questions real quick, right? We're going to open up Miss Tandy Gonzalez. We got any people got 2 questions real quick to be able to take their business to the next level, guys. I just want you to understand, right? Guys, make this work for you. I just gave you a 7-figure strategy that would take your business to a level that you've never seen before. Guys, you got to use it. So I want you guys to come on here and give me 2 people that can tell me, what did this training do for you today? How did it help you? How did it inspire you? What did it do for your mind? How did it awaken you? I need 2 people to give me some feedback on how this has helped them for their business.
Good morning, Mr. Sloan. This is Leah.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
what it did for me, it brushed off the cobwebs of remembering all the stuff that you taught this morning that I knew already.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
thank you.
That's it. And that's why I say nothing new under the sun. But guys, we got to go back and we got to recall this stuff because it's and this is funny, man. It's like, it's never know how much you know, but it's how much do you do. See, we can say, oh, I know that. I know it all. But how much do you do? because doing and knowing are two different things. A lot of people know a lot, but a lot of people do a little. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not about really how much we know. So I'm glad Ms. Leah said, I know that. That's why I started training and said, guys, I'm gonna say some stuff that you guys done heard before because ain't nothing new. But the thing is, how much of it are you doing? So I hope this training inspires you to do what you know. And any part of the strategy just helps you to figure out maybe some nuances that you ain't know how to put together to actually make it automated. So one more person, guys, how did this training help you today for your business?
It helped me it helped me a lot because I was just talking to a leader, a sponsor in my group yesterday on how to do my business automated. But one question I have, you said that you have to wait maybe 6 to 8 weeks to allow it to nourish itself, like your business has to nourish itself. So it's not like the first month I pay, for the virtual assistant, I'm paying for the social media manager, I'm paying for the ads. It's not like the first month I'm going to make that return. Is that what you were kind of, you have to put that first investment out to try to see if it works? Is that what you were kind of referring to?
All right, great. So what's your name, dear brother?
My name is Dadakar Hassan out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, nice. You said Hassan?
Yes, sir. Hassan. Hassan.
Mr. Hassan, it's great to meet you, sir. All right, that's actually my godfather's name is Hassan. That's a blessing. It's good to meet you. All right, so what I'm saying is figuratively speaking, two things. I'm glad you brought that up, right? So let me re-edify something. Let me clear something up. So figuratively, cultivate your business, right? I compared the analogy to me raising puppies, right? It's born, then you got to watch it grow before you let it go. Figuratively, time-wise was more technically when you actually go inside this process, you have your starting 4 plus you makes 5. You got your team put together, right? When you start investing inside of virtual assistants, graphic design, and stuff like that, have in your mind that first 30 days, that first 60 days, it's not just about how much money do you make back from your investment, it's get your processes right. You follow me? Just like any other business, right? You can go in business, you can open up a diner right now. Me and you can say we about to go in business, Mr. Sam, we can open up a restaurant, right? And we paying money for the rent for the building. We got, washers, we got tables and chairs. We already investing into the business, but our customers ain't came in for another 3 months, right? And so we understand we invested in our business. Then when our customers come, we're going to start making the money back. But what are we more focused on in that first 2 or 3 months? Are we focused on how much money we making? Or we focus on making sure our restaurant is set up correctly so that when we get customers that come in, they have a good experience. See, this is a key part of branding that most entrepreneurs, and I'm glad you said that, they really don't understand. Guys, let me help you. Take the expectation of financial gain away initially. You will make some money, I'm sure, but don't think about the money. Put your attention on your business to make sure it's set up correctly. The emails that go out, the campaigns, the organizing the back end structure of your team coming inside that Google form together, that Google Doc together, and making sure the team is working with each other, making sure the form of communication. Are they out of the country? Do you got to use WhatsApp, right? Are you going to use Telegram? Make sure your systems is right? Because the whole goal is to build the foundation of that business before you put the weight on it. See, when you start running, when you hit play, okay, when you do a split test and you see what email campaign works right, what SMS campaign works correctly, once you split test and they get the data back and say, well, this message doesn't work, but this message, okay, great, let's run this one, right? So you're already investing into the formula. Like, if you're making a barbecue sauce, you're going to take a little bit of mustard, a little bit of brown sugar. I need more ketchup. Let me do another batch, right? Let me put in, that's the one, right? See, this is the same thing you do with your business. You're going to build it out, make sure it's working right. And then when they start running your campaigns, and then you're going to start getting the conversions and you're going to get your ROI. Now you're going to make way more money more frequently than you ever invested. You follow me? So I want to make sure we bring that to life, guys. When you first start building out your team, your first mindset can't be, I paid $200. I need to make $200 back this month. No, that ain't how you build a business, not a legacy business. Now, if you want to make a quick flip or a hustle, or you want to, we want to open up a car wash, we're going to wash some cars a day. So we're going to go get $200 worth of supplies and we're going to sit on the side of the corner somewhere. We're going to wash some cars and we know we're going to make 700, 800. Cool. That was designed for a one-off. We bought one bucket, some solution, some syringes. We washed a couple of wheels. We made some couple of cars. We made 800 and we ain't doing this no more the next month. That ain't how you build a legacy business. A legacy business, you got to set up the systems first. You got to set up the foundation first. When you press play, all that business going to come in and you want it to keep going because you don't want to build, you want to have customers coming into a bucket with a hole in it. So that's why systems is more important than income initially. Write that down. Systems are more important than income. Too many entrepreneurs are focused on income and a business has no systems. Hello. Or they have very loose systems, or their systems are not efficient and they don't want to admit it. It gets too emotional. They don't want to admit the systems are not proficient. They're not effective. You're doing it, but it's not effective. Can we make this more efficient so that it's less stressful? We have more conversions. We have a better customer experience. We have better customer service, right? Business is about efficiency, guys. That he or she who can actually design a business to be efficient will become wealthy with less stress. Ain't that what we want? We want a business, but we don't want the stress. So it's all about your system. Hassan, thank you so much for asking that question, guys. Hey, guys, it's my time to go. I appreciate everybody for hopping on, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much, man.
Hey, Dynamite Sloan.
Yes, sir.
One last question. I'm sorry, man. So is there one social media platform where it has everything, has the funnels, virtual assistant, email campaign, social media manager, and graphic designer all in one?
Go to Fiverr. Go to 2 websites, Fiverr and Upwork. You can find your team, right? And then Buffer is a platform that you could take those. You could take those platforms, right, of all the social media's outlets, and you can upload them into Buffer to automate the posting. So when the social media person asks your manager, they'll use a platform to be able to get it out to the masses. So when they send out one post, it go to 4 different social media platforms. A platform that I've used, and there's other ones out there, but one that I've used that I'll recommend was Buffer. So Upwork and Fiverr, you can find some of your team members, right, at a lower cost that's international, that can actually help you build out your team. And then Buffer is a platform that I recommend to connect your social media platforms to that can actually automate and get you more customers.
All right, blessings. Thank you.
Peace and blessings, family, man. I love you guys, man. Listen, let's get this contest going, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We got 7 days, man. Let's see who actually gets some customers. Let's build our business out, man. Let's get some conversions going, guys. We're going to do a drawing, man. I'm super excited, man, about what we got going, guys. Let's put this stuff in motion, man. Hit me on Telegram. Sloan, this is what I got. Man, update me. Let me know what's going on, man. Let me know who's doing it. Who's doing it, guys? We got some great fintech presenters that's going to be coming out in just a little bit to be able to help us with the presentations, and they're going to be making themselves known. We're going to announce them here in just a moment. So you guys are going to have so much support to help you build your business. But whatever I can do, guys, to be able to give it to you the way I could give it to you, guys, I'm going to give you free game because I love this community. I love our family, and I want to see everybody win, guys. So let's go have a great week. We got plenty of calls going on today. Let's make sure we plug in. Guys, get in your academy, man. Be a better student, man. So as you're making your daily money, you're building your customers, everything we need is in the stream, guys. Just be organized and understand exactly what you're doing. Make your schedule. Understand your promoting calls. Understand what days you're going to be in your academy. Make your money, guys. Automate your business, guys. And I promise you, if you run the play the right way, guys, we built this deal out to take you to a 7-figure lifestyle, but it's going to be up to you guys. I love you guys so much, man. And y'all guys have an outstanding day. Keep me updated. All right. I'll see you guys next Tuesday, next FinTech Tuesday. Peace and blessings, family. Y'all have a great day.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Great presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Sloan. Did it again.
Thank you.
Thank you, family.
Thank you.